Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here. Today I will be showing you a update to my Hollow Self-Chill Raider. Now this is something I've been working on since, a little bit ago, about a week ago I think, something like that. And as you know, I've gotten a late League start and I've just been kind of chilling and having fun in League. Currently I have already started two of my farming methods, one being the Lyra Arthane farming area, and the second being the Valdo's Rest. I haven't yet started my harvest my heist farm methods yet, but I will get to it eventually once I get enough currency saved up and get my heists and everything geared out. Just to kind of show you how much I'm procrastinating, I will pretty much show you where I'm at in my build. So let's see, first things first, I have reached level 90, I'm about to push 91. I managed to get a pretty cool enchant for my helmet off of a friend. I gained 15% Ice Crash's Fizz as extra cold, which is really good for Hollow Palm because Hollow Palm scales a lot of flat fizz. Now without any auras or anything, it's reading 64k, it's not too big of a tooltip, and I can't get POB to work on any of my machines, so until I get a good PC or something going, it's just, basically it's going by feel. But that doesn't really matter too much because, the tooltip is just tooltip. It's not going to give you your calculations with everything. So I am currently using a Taste of Hate, and there's a couple reasons. First reason is because I don't have res cap. I am working on it. I might change my boots out eventually and get better boots, some cool rares with tri-res or something, just because that's where all my res is going to be. Hopefully I can get life, but we'll see how that goes. I also have the gain fizzes cold right here, just because that is a lot more cold. I also have the chance to avoid being frozen. Avoid being chill doesn't matter too much because I am guaranteed to chill as long as don't have a 100% chance to avoid being chilled, so that's fine. I got my armor, as I said in my last video, so that's pretty cool. So next thing is my skill tree. My skill tree I don't think has changed too much. I have went with a fluid motion, and the fluid motion gives me a bunch of dex. I am currently sitting at 665 dex. Now I can divine this to be up to 65 dex on it, and I might do that eventually, but for now it's good. I do love the movement speed and attack speed on it, so it's cool. The reduced global fizz is kind of noticeable, but not really. The attack speed kind of, mitigates that a lot more than anything. So, without further ado, we're gonna go into our current farm is heist. Got donated a bunch of contracts, and other people have sold me some, so I've been just focusing on heist. It's really valuable and profitable, so it's like one of the more valuable methods to farm this league. So I'm just kind of focusing on that. As I've said before, there are other methods, and the methods such as the Valdo's Rest method requires a lot more currency to be really invested into it, and I don't have that currency in League. So I'm just kind of investing in piece by piece of my heist rogues gear, and once I get all their gear kind of, mapped out, I'll be good to go. So let's go to ally equipment. So far, this is what I'm aiming for. As far as the melee gear here, I am aiming for damage, anything reduced to help make it smoother, anything like that. All the brooches have increased value from primary heist target, and I do this for a couple reasons. First and foremost, when you do this, this makes it so all of your items that come out will be worth, substantially more. 25% is nothing to scoff at, though I don't have T1 on everything. I do have T1 on this by luck. I rolled all of these using Alt Regal, Augment Regal, and I'm literally almost out of alterations now, so. And all of my cloaks are rolled with reduced raising alert level. I tried for T1, but I settled for T2, because again, I don't have infinite alts. And as you see, some of my characters aren't level 5 yet, but I do have their gear rolled. Aside from these, I don't have these all rolled. I just have 2 of them, I think, which is, yeah, 2. And then eventually I will be working on their centerpieces, the lockpick and all the stuff for the specific characters. So, yeah. Now, I did make a couple of tweaks. As you know, we are evasion based, but not only are we evasion based, we're also a damage reduction slash, just pretty much all around defensive tanky base. We are not block, so we don't have any kind of block mechanic going for us. However, we are dodge. We have 40% for attack dodge and 30% spell dodge, which goes up right here. And this gives us phasing, but we already have phasing even if this isn't up. Now, our evasion, we have chance to evade 38%. Obviously, this goes drastically up as soon as we get hit. We go up to like 70% chance to evade. And then on top of that, we have a Mortal Call for damage reduction here. This is less elemental and less physical damage taken if we take a total of 725 damage. So basically the first hit does, a decent chunk, but then the next hit will proc this, will be very hard to hit us, and it will do even, way less than that. On top of it, our first hit is reduced by 30% right here. Or no, 20% right here, I believe, 20% less damage, yes, and then this one, I believe, procs on first hit. I'm unsure. I think it does if they hit for a big number. So this we'll just say 20. We'll just say, just for sake of less confusion, we are only taking this one. So 20% here, and then I think this one's 30% down here. 20% less. So 20% here. That is 40% less damage taken if we haven't been hit recently, and this is damage, so this is elemental and physical. This is overall, meaning all of our damage reduction is pretty high. I don't have any endurance charges, though I am thinking about figuring out a way to get them, whether that be getting a not intuitively, but that one the Thread of Hope and putting it here so I can take the Frenzy and the Endurance right here. And if I do that, I can actually grab this node, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and then this node, which is more dex, attack speed, everything like that. And I also have damage reduction via my, where is it? It's in my helmet, I think, Flesh and Stone. Currently, my Flesh and Stone doesn't even have quality on it, but I'm not using Herald of Ice because my area of effect is so big that I don't really need explosions. Things just die. So, yeah, there's that. See, I have less damage taken from enemies that aren't near me, and then I have nearby enemies are blinded. So, as you guys know, the way dodge and blind and evasion mechanics checks is first the enemy will check your what do you call it? Will check if it has the status of blind or not. If the enemy is blinded, it has 50% less chance to hit you. After it checks the less chance to hit you, then it checks against your evasion. So the way it checks against evasion is the more evasion you have, the more things you can evade while moving before it decides to go out and check your dodge. And dodge is 100% random. So basically, the more dodge you have, the less likely you're to get hit overall. If you decide to go the dodge route of this, you can. There are ways to get more dodge. Obviously, I do get a little bit more dodge with this. This is what? Phasing, 5% chance to a dodge attack hits while I have phasing, and I pretty much always have phasing, so that's good. And we have a pretty decent amount of leech just within this node alone, so I usually, when I get hit, I'm Mortal Call procs and I'm able to leech it back. But in case I don't, I still have my anti-bleeding flask. Now, on top of that, I do have this, so I knock back the enemy's hits, or I knock back the enemies on hit, and then I knock them back with the initial flask use. On top of it, I get 25% more melee physical damage. Now, the way this translates is first I get the melee fizz, and then it converts via the what is it? The ice crash. Now my links may not be optimal. As you see, I have a cold pin here, and fortify is really good. I need to quality it, but fortify is really good. Let's see, I have added cold, fist of war, cold pin, fortify, ice bite, and then ice crash. Ice bite can probably be dropped sometime along the line for something else, though it does add a lot of flat, but currently I'm just using this and this until I get more dex. Once I get more dex, I can drop these for just gems that have more multipliers on them. and use that. Maybe even using faster attacks, because faster attacks would mean I can just apply all of my charged up hits. I am now finally using a Warcry. I actually found this one. So this one makes my Warcries do more damage per stage or whatever it is, and then on top of it, more AOE up to the big AOE on the final stage. Now this one is a interesting Warcry. I like it, but I'm thinking of dropping this for an enduring cry to maintain endurance charges and a lot of just like health regen along the way, just so I don't have to really worry about it. I feel like my damage is solid without this Warcry, though it does help my bossing just marginally and just enough for me to notice. I don't have an automated cast version of Frostbite, so I am actually just casting it via Doom, via manual, and I do it basically. I just press R2. Again, I'm on console, and I press R2, and I just do my Val Totem Frostbite in one fell, like doom, and then I let go and I start wailing away on the boss.
Hello.
And as you know, Doom, the way Doom works is the longer your curse is on the enemy, the more Doom it has, up to 30. At 30 Doom, it's 30% more effective. So with a level, what is this? A level 20 Frostbite, that is 30% increased effect of the chance to freeze, and then 30% increased effect of the minus 44. So it ends up being like I'm almost guaranteed to freeze enemies on the hit. I'm always doing pretty big hits and always doing, you know, and then I have insane evasion and pretty good tankiness on top of it all.
Hmm?
Alright, so let's go ahead and do a 82 heist so you can kind of see where I'm at with the build. What is this? This is a demolition. I think the best demolition one is actually just hit Venderi, so
Seems straightforward enough.
let's make sure I can't change my Pantheon. Well, I hope I have the burning ground thing. If I don't, then I'm just gonna have to be careful. No, I am able to do red maps, but the downside to doing red maps is that there's... No, I don't have it. The downside is to doing red maps is that they have a lot more HP than heist things do, and, because I'm basically have mainly a big AoE setup, I don't really have a lot of clear currently. Now, I pick up all the quality gems because I trade them for GCPs and or I sell them. So, this being League, I can pretty much get anything for anything. In Standard, it's hard to really sell anything that's cheap, anything small like that.
Ooh, solidly built. Open up to me. It's okay. Be vulnerable.
As you see, the things come up and they immediately get frozen and killed. So let's see. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab some clusters. My ultimate plan for clusters is I'm probably just going to dump them all in a big quad tab and pricing each one above the item level of 80 at 10 chaos and sell whatever I can sell.
Just the thing.
Oh, something's alive. Hey, buddy. It looks like Vendiri doubled my chest. Let's see if I got a good double. We got medium flask, 6 passive, which is okay, and then 10 passive minions. Yeah, that's sad. Well, let's grab them. Maybe we got like a triple notable. And let's see. It doesn't look like I have anything relevant for the rest of this, so we're just going to kind of run through.
I think we're pushing it.
As you see, I only have 2,800 life, so, I don't have a big life pool to deal with. I can change this if I manage to fix my resistances and I manage to get a pair of Garbukan flights. They're a little bit expensive this league, but it's fine. So let's see, let's go ahead and bop this guy. So as you see, this is a 82 heist and I'm able to two-shot the rares that are normally a little tanky.
I've been saving this one just for you.
This one has extra life, so he's a bit annoying. There we go, he's dead.
Fun.
Oh, well, he died.
Stop hitting me, you nitwit. I have bombs.
Let's see. If I can get him to do that.
Gotta get close.
Alright, cool. What do we get? Not bad. I'll come back and loot it right now. There is the occasion that you will die, just something bypasses all your damage, or in my case where I forgot to pot. I think that was the case. I didn't pop from my last hit. And you do have to be careful because some damage, sometimes damage will get through. Obviously, if I am, I don't have my potions popped and I take cold damage, I'm just gonna take a lot more damage than normal because I'm not res capped that way. All right, so now the more I get Fizz, so the more dex I get and more I scale up dex, the higher overall DPS I'm gonna be doing. Because basically I can start dropping the gems that I don't need in my setup and start using more multiplier gems or faster attacks or something like that. So this is an example of a boss, the little mini heist boss that has a decent chunk of HP. As you see, I'm pretty much deleting him, and if he's not being deleted necessarily, he's being frozen so he can't do any kind of action. Since we are a raider and self-chill and all that other stuff, we can pretty much walk through packs. Not really worry. We have a pretty good amount of evasion and a pretty decent defensive layer overall. Oh, gotta be careful there.
That gets the old heart racing. We have company. That's yes. I have just the thing. Experience wins.
There we go. So now that we have this door open, one thing I like to do is I like to go back and I like to pick like a little path. So I go like this, this, and we still have 15 seconds to make it to the end. I don't have second wind because I don't really need it when I'm running really fast, so... Oh, well, I just ate my own words there and literally got deleted. Well, that was a poor showcase, but as you know, I'm not fully geared. Chances are it could have been cold damage. I didn't really read the mods, but all in all, normally I don't really take a lot of damage from them, and when I do take damage, I usually evade the subsequent hits, so that was pretty unlucky. So we're going to put in our next one. I don't have any more 80s on me. I'll have an 82 here. Let's see, that's fine. So let's see, this is Perception. Oops, back here. And yeah, we want to do Nanette, so Nanette can be fully leveled up. Normally I'd be doing Gianna, but because my characters aren't all level 5 yet, what we're doing is we're just kind of basically mitigating what we can't do right there. So
I just want to be useful.
put my 2 auras on and let's run. Alright. So let's see.
Today is not so much for stealth. Allow me a moment to focus.
So yeah, I was pretty unlucky on that last one. As you saw, this is my casual. I'm gonna have fun with this league character, and I'm not going too crazy hard. I have gotten a little bit of help, but for the most part, I've been trying to make this a little bit of a solo, and I don't know what happened there. I was not even in that path and that thing one-shot me. Through a Mortal Call and through 40% damage reduction, I would have gotten the extra 10, but I was too close to him. On top of it, he was blinded. Wow, man. I'm just getting really unlucky. Well, I had experience, and it looks like all of my experience is now going down the hole. That's unfortunate because I was just about to level.
Death, one way or another.
Go over here real quick and delete this guy. Cool. There you gauntlets. It's not very good. Go ahead and
I
over
know
here and
I'm
open
glad
some
to share.
chests.
Oh, that glitters.
That's actually worth checking. Corrupted? No. Let's do you.
Death, foreseeing, sometimes relies on more than one's eyes.
Throw a totem down. The war cry's already active. Let's go ahead and walk around, make sure I don't get one shot by any cold damage.
Today is not the end.
And let's walk away. Another thing I will say is that Earth Drinker cards are pretty invaluable, and for me this league I've actually gotten a couple of really decently rolled roomies or anything like that and managed to sell them for, well, a pretty good price. So getting these oh, I need to kill this guy real quick. Getting these Earth Drinker cards is pretty good. If you're playing League on console right now, you know, try it out. I was buying them at 5C each, but because people take forever to accept offers in this, I've been just trying to get what I wanted to get done. This guy is not wanting to die. There we go. More stack decks, cool.
Of course.
Alright. So now that I have the door open, we're going to do what we said before, which is go ahead and open this. Oh wow. Well, I guess we're just going to grab it then. Hopefully this time around I don't get unlucky leaving and get one shot right after I pick up the thing. Alright, cool. Now as you see I don't have any potions, so I have to be a little careful. But a lot of the doors I think I opened already, so I can just zoom out. Let's go ahead and do whatever I can to get out of here. As you see, my self-chill isn't really applying that much. That's one downside of my version of self-chill, is that it relies on enemies being alive, and since I literally one-shot most enemies, it's hard for me to chill.
Let me listen.
If you guys didn't know, one of the ways self-chill works is basically the enemy isn't chilled if it's dead. So if you do too much damage on your hit, you're not gonna apply the chill. Same thing goes for shock and ignite and everything like that. Like, the body will be shocked or ignited, but you're not applying it to an enemy that's active, so it's not reflected to you. Alright, well, that was pretty much a really quick build update video for my Hollow Palm Self-Chill Raider. And I do appreciate, you know, the people who are joining me on these build videos and all that stuff. I hope that they are informative, and I really hope that people, you know, enjoy my content. Thank you very much. I hope, you know, I hope the deaths weren't too off-putting, but as you know, I'm not one to like cut videos because I die. I'd rather just play the video out and let you guys see, hey, you know, mistakes happen. I'm only human. Take it easy, guys.